I can be louder.
Yeah, man.
Real loud.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
I'm not even
The
at my
loudest catch can man in the garage, ladies and gentlemen.
and I'm not even at my yelling voice yet.
All right, standing here with the catch can man from the number 12 Penske Dodge, Britt Goodrich, good friend of Rowdy. And you know, we've talked about this a little bit before about what a catch can man does, but take us through. Basically, a lot of people are like, oh, you just go over there and stick that can in there and then you take it out. But there's a little more to it than that.
Yes, and these days, a lot of the teams are utilizing the catch can man for more than just getting the surplus gas out of the tank. We help with adjustments. We might pull tires. There's different things that teams are utilizing the catch can man for.
So what is the hardest part of your job then, basically?
The hardest part, really, it looks easy, but it's a small hole that you have to fit the catch can in a really quick period of time. As soon as the car stops, you have to be plugged in so that the flap is open, the fuel system is open.
And that vents it so the gas can actually flow into the car.
Yes, so you got to have it open so that the fuel can flow at its fastest rate.
Now, are you making changes? I know that, you know, a lot of people think every pit stop, every team does their pit stops the same way, but actually there's different ways to do pit stops. Teams have different ways to do pit stops, right?
Yes, and for my team, you know, a lot of our guys are football guys, so we actually made plays and names for the plays.
Oh, really?
And we even have hand signals that we utilize on the wall, because a lot of times the crew chief's talking or the driver's talking, and we've already been given our directive of what the pit stop's going to be, and we want to communicate with each other to make sure we're all on the same page.
I see.
So that's part of it, but we're doing different things. Different scenarios come up. We're doing one can, we're doing two cans, we're doing right side adjustments, left side adjustments with the wedge and track bar.
Right.
So those things are all the factors as to what our play is going to be.
Okay, so for you, are you doing adjustments? Are you doing track bar adjustments or wedge adjustments? Is that your style of pit stop for your team?
My team is not. The catch can man will set the wrenches so that the tire carrier can do the adjustments.
I see.
Or I will take the can from the gas man so that he can do a left side adjustment, say. We don't like talking about a whole lot, but I mean, you can just watch our pit stops and people can figure it out. So it's not like it's top secret.
I see. It's not a big secret. Right, right.
But anyway, we set the wrenches, and that's pretty much it as far as adjustments for the catch can on my team right now.
I got you. Now, before you were a catch can man, you were a jack man.
Yes.
So what led you from the jack position to the catch can position? Just the team said, hey, would you try this other role?
I think when I hit 40, they thought that, you know, maybe they need to get some younger guys in and get them, you know, experience so that when we're competitive, we can have, you know, the competitive pit stops go along with the race performance.
Right.
But I can still do it. I tell them that every week.
Right.
And I prove it to them when I have the chance. I love, you know, used to love being in that role. I like being in any part of it, but it's a lot more challenging for me personally to jack a car than it is catch can. So, you know, I want the challenge.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha.
I have a question about that.
Oh, look, it's Buzz Cutler.
Hi, everybody.
Say hi to the people, Cutler.
Hi, people. Because at New Hampshire, right, the 88 we heard broke a jack stop and had to deal with that throughout the entire race. That happened pretty early. Could you just tell us what the significance of that is and how big of a deal it is to work around a broken jack stop?
It's huge. It's huge. I didn't see that particular detail on that, but I would imagine what happened, there's a little bar about like that that sticks off the chassis. If it broke right there, then the jack stop's totally gone. Then that means you have to move the jack to a solid piece on the chassis to jack the car up. It could take
you're
a lot of
right
extra
off
time.
The chassis.
Yeah, so the jack stop, the purpose of it is a point that you can see really quick, and you can set it, boom, with, you know, split second.
Because there's even like arrows or something on the side
of the car. It's like an orange tape around it.
We always mark them. Yep, they're highlighted so you can see it. But yeah, if it's gone, and I've had that happen to me at some point, I can't remember when, over 10 years of jacking the race car, but you got to take the jack underneath the car and make sure you're on the chassis. It takes a lot more time. It kills your pit stops.
So what, are we talking 3-4 extra seconds? Or
potentially, hopefully, you know, you're a little more proficient than that. You might do it an extra second or two.
But that's a lot.
Probably closer to that. It's huge,
especially under green. I mean,
yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, we're trying to get low 12s or 13s, and you add 2 seconds to that, you're done. I mean, if you're a competitive race car on the track and you do, you know, adding a second or two to your pit stop, you're going to go to the back of the lead lap and probably lose laps eventually if it's green flag.
Now, one thing we were talking about when you came in was this whole notion that maybe NASCAR might do away with your position, the catch can.
Yes.
And I guess the gas can would vent the tank, or it would all be self-contained to that one guy instead of needing two guys.
Yep.
How does that strike you?
It's pretty uncomfortable. You know, nobody likes change.
Right.
NASCAR's got good reasons for what they're doing. The economy is a big part of it, and they're trying to help the team save some money. That's, you know, what we're hearing. I'm sure they might be selling the fact that you're going to have one less guy over the wall, so there's some safety benefits potentially. We don't really care. I mean, I've been running out in front of them for 14 years, so we don't really care. But as far as that goes, but saving the money. As far as the actual mechanics of it, I haven't actually used one yet. They're using them in the truck series right now.
Right.
We've been eyeballing that, and I've been talking to some guys. I'm planning to move into the gas position. So for me personally, I should be okay, not losing my job, actually going into a better job. And now with that, the demand for a fast gas man is going to be even higher. So
right, because the playbook's going to totally have to change.
But doesn't the gas man get the second can from the catch can man?
Well, actually, the way it works is the gas man plugs in the first, catch can takes the first can, gas man goes back to the wall, gets the second can, then there's a seamless transition. The first can comes out, the second can goes in. Now what's going to happen is the gas man takes the can from the wall, plugs it in as quickly as possible. Once he empties it, goes back to the wall, exchanges for a second one, not seamlessly.
Right.
And back to the
car.
And
slower.
And it flows slower.
Sounds like it'll be a slower pit stop.
It's going to slow them down. So when you got green flag stops, it's going to...
And so having a gas man that's really good at that exchange, putting the one in, taking it out, getting the other one, putting that in, that quickness, that could be like a gating factor on your pit stop.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're going to have to make sure the guys behind the wall are fully a part of it. You know, the exchange of the cans, the flow of the can, and the venting of the can, because it is self-venting. It vents itself and gas comes back into it. It's a whole different deal, something we haven't really seen. Of course, there's other forms of racing that are using systems that are similar to that, I believe. So we'll figure it out and we'll make it work, and hopefully we'll get back down to, you know, what we feel are, you know, fast pit stops. You know, 12-second range, 11-second pit stops. They're not going to be reached on a green flag. It's going to add, you know, a couple seconds to the pit stop on a green flag stop.
All right, Cutler and I had this idea that, you know, we're going to come out to your shop. We'll get you, you know, the Penske team to agree, and you can show us how to do
train us up, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can train us up.
Yeah, we'll get you right.
We'll run around the car and
we'll get you dialed in. We'll let you try all the positions.
Awesome.
And, maybe give you a job. I mean, if you need some more work.
Yeah,
I think I could be a catch can man, but oh well.
Yeah, I could be a catch can man on like a half-size car.
Exactly. That job's not going to be around anymore.
All right, with Britt Goodrich, catch can man, soon to be gas man.
From the number 12
Penske Dodge. That's right. We're Buzz Cutler and Bassmasters. We'll see you next time.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.